Homemade with Coles. I'm Courtney Roulston, and today we are cooking a sweet potato rosti with roast tomatoes. It's the perfect dish for those looking for flexible, healthy, homemade meal ideas. So I've got a couple of sweet potatoes here, around 350 grams each, and I'm just going to peel the sweet potato. All right, now we need to grate the sweet potatoes, and we're going old school with a box grater. So keep your knuckles tucked in. You want to have 10 fingers at the end of this, and simply just grate the sweet potatoes into a big bowl. Alrighty, that is our 2 sweet potatoes grated up. Set that aside. And I'm also going to run the brown onion through the grater as well. Trim off the top. Can keep all of these vegetable scraps for your soup stocks. Leave the end of the onion on so we've got something to hang on to while we're grating it. We're just going to grate the onion into the same bowl with the sweet potato. There could be some tears here, hopefully not. Onion's really getting me. All right, all of that onion is in with the sweet potato. Now, we just want to pop this into a colander or a sieve, whatever you have at home. And we want to try and squeeze as much liquid out of the sweet potato and onion as you can. So this is a bit of an arm workout, but the enemy of a crispy, crunchy rosti is liquid. We don't want it soggy, we want it nice and light and kind of crispy. So give it your best flex, try and get as much out as you can. All right, I think that's good. We've got a good kind of half a cup of liquid that's come out of this sweet potato and onion mixture. I'm just going to season up the sweet potato with some sea salt. Potatoes love a bit of sea salt. Give them a nice seasoning. And this is going to help keep them crispy in the oven while they're cooking. Give that a little toss through. Make sure it's evenly coated with that salt. We just need to pop this rosti mixture into a lined tray. So I've got some baking paper. Pop that into a tray. And just scatter that sweet potato and onion mixture loosely into the tray. You don't want to pack this down. The best thing about this rosti is all the little craggly edges and the bits that are sticking up that are going to become golden and crispy. It's the things that we love about chips, and that's what we love about a rosti as well. All right, that looks nice and even with the sweet potato. Now, if you had some olive oil spray at home, you could just spray this with olive oil. I'm just going to give this a light dusting with some extra virgin olive oil because that's what I have. And you don't need to soak it in oil. We just want a light coating, just enough to kind of keep that cooking. Now, I have my oven set at 200 degrees and this needs about 30 minutes. Okay, while that rosti is cooking in the oven, we can prepare the tomatoes for the roast tomato element of this recipe. You'll need another tray just lined with some baking paper. And I'm using the Coles vine ripened cherry tomatoes. These ones are on the vine. By roasting them on the vine, we get that really beautiful tomato perfume into this recipe. I've got 500 grams or 2 packets of the cherry tomatoes on the vine. I'm just going to pop them into that lined tray. And you just want to dust the tomatoes with some olive oil. Tomatoes love a little bit of sea salt. So just season them. These are going to take 15 minutes to kind of become sweet and blistered in the oven with that sweet potato rosti. So I'm going to pop this in now. All right, the rosti has had its 30 minutes in the oven. Look at that, beautiful and soft, nice crunchy top on it. And the tomatoes, look at that, all of the juices coming out of them, they've become wrinkled and they are absolute flavor bombs, those tomatoes. You guys could put any toppings on the rosti you like. I'm going super simple. So avocado, I find it's easier to quarter the avocados and then just peel down and you get a nice cafe style quarter of avocado and you don't waste anything either. So all I'm going to do now is pop the tomatoes onto the top of this rosti. And I'm just going to serve this all in the tray. And then you can slice the avocados however you like to go onto the top. And I'm going to put some rocket leaves on as well. Beautiful and peppery, and it's always nice to throw some greens in the mix as well. And there you have it. So simple, so very tasty. That is how you make my sweet potato rosti with roasted tomatoes. For the full recipe or for loads more recipe inspiration, head over to the Coles YouTube channel. Happy cooking.